Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to be here with you guys. I know it's been a while, but let's talk about the uh, Texas shooting in El Paso. That was a tragedy, first off, and our president condemned it. And they tried to pin that one on our president. But the facts be known, he was Antifa supporter, uh, Elizabeth Warren supporter, and Bernie Sanders too. I just hit people. Yeah. So I was listening to this interview at the Hoover Institute. I mean, I listened to it not at the Hoover Institute, but you know what I mean, right? Where the host Martin and the author of A Case for Trump, his name was Davis Hanson. He goes into the $1 million question. So, what does a rich kid from Manhattan or the Queens, how does he resonate with American people? Excellent question. So, what he says is there, he says, quote, he was always an outsider and he wanted to be successful, and he found out very quickly he could build a skating rink in Central Park, but that he would never be fully accepted by the elites, due in part because his father wasn't a premier builder. He had an accent. He was from the boroughs. And he was a builder, and he needed to work with the unions, the tilers, the carpenters, the cement people, the electricians. And as he walked around, people actually liked him. So he had the empathy, this author of Case for Trump said, he had an empathy in them in a way that he could at least talk to them. He developed an ease in being able to communicate with people of all classes, and they liked him. I guess he felt at home. For in his mind, he was like, you know what? I'm one of you guys. You might be forgotten, but not by me. Not as long as I'm around, I am your biggest supporter. I mean, look at all this he's achieved. And the author goes into details about how the fact that, look at all these, you know how the media propaganda just, they zero in on the fact that he's firm, he's brash, he's rough around the edges, sort of like a tough love, if you will. Yeah, from a father. So he goes in, he says that I wrote the book, the author says, I wrote the book to tell the deplorables that there was a logical case, historically and analytically, for their vote. And to tell the left and the right to ask yourselves how a person for the first time in American history, without political and military experience, one without calling up the Council of Formulations, without consulting the Hoover Institute, what does that say about a person's empathy and credentials? It says a lot. It means graduates of Harvard Law School and Business School and Yale too, with impressive resumes, could not achieve 3% GDP, win Afghanistan over, could not mend fences with the Middle East. So that tells a lot about our president that's been criticized, and they use that word. I don't want to say it. You guys already know. They claim he's a racist. Now, if he's a racist, why did he aid in ASAP Rocky's freedom? While he was in Sweden, there was an altercation where he was arrested and detained, him and his entourage, for about a month now. And this is ASAP Rocky, is the same person who trashed Trump, FYI, who was there in his defense and who aided in his release, no other than President Donald J. Trump. He didn't look at the fact that ASAP Rocky, he was colorblind to his color. He's black, right? He didn't look at that. He didn't look at the fact that ASAP Trump trashed him, criticized him, He said this is a person who is in need of being released, and he's not guilty because it was basically self-defense is what they're claiming. And he did the right thing, the American thing. Now, how many people on the Democratic Party or base would do the same after they've been trashed? I don't think they would do it for President Donald J. Trump. Oh no. He's a genuine person. He's passionate about what he does to the people. He's there to protect us and our rights. Much as, like I said before, a tough love. And I wish that people would be grateful for having him as our president. Well, there's my 2 cents. You guys have a beautiful, blessed day, and we will talk soon, I promise. Yeah.